It's Rick Rose, Keller Williams here in Windsor. I was asked the question, what are the best things you can do to kind of spruce up a home, get top dollar, if you're thinking about selling? So I'd like to address some of the points that we can use to up the value, or there's only two things if you put money into a home. And one thing is you're going to make it more valuable. The other thing where you put money into a home is you'll make it more saleable, not necessarily more valuable. What I'm trying to say is you can put $10,000 or $20,000 into something, and what that's going to do is make it more saleable, not necessarily more valuable. If you have a car, you're thinking of selling it, you put 4 brand new tires all the way around it, you're not going to get more money for it, but it is going to make it more saleable, as kind of an example. So some of the things that you can do to fix up your home, put money into your home, and either make it more valuable or more saleable. First impression, when a realtor's bringing buyers to a home, first impression, as you know, is critical. And they call it curb appeal in the real estate industry. So if it's in the summertime, if you have the capability of doing it, go to Walmart, go someplace and buy some flowers, just some color, put it out front. Even if they die off at the end of the season, it's okay. What you want to do is give first impression. Also, the driveway. If you have a gravel driveway at this point, I'm not suggesting that you pave the driveway, because certainly that would make it more saleable, not more valuable. Not sure I could get your money back out of it. But if you have a gravel driveway, maybe get just a little bit more gravel. Maybe rake the gravel just a little bit, but make it more attractive. Inside, if there's any damage to any of the drywalls or the walls or anything inside, patch them. And along with that, a fresh coat of paint is really inexpensive, $300 or something to do the whole inside of a house. But that is one area that can actually add value, maybe a couple, $3,000 when we're actually going to sell your home. So do any drywall repairs, fix up the paint job, and that will actually increase value of your home. Something that doesn't really cost anything, but can make a huge difference. Clean all the windows, inside and out, even in the wintertime. Clean the windows so when people take a look back out onto the street, again, impression is everything, and you're going to give people a really good impression if things are nice, neat, and clean. Think about how old are the faucets in your bathroom, kitchen, etc. Maybe think about replacing that. They're not terribly expensive, and if you're a little bit of a handyman, it won't cost you anything for labor and hiring somebody. But if the faucets in the bathroom and the kitchen are older style, people look at them and go, yeah. If they're the newer style, people look at them and go, oh, that's nice. So again, impressions. Think about replacing the door and cabinet hardware in the kitchens. You can complete, it's called refacing. You can reface a kitchen for not much money, but a great impression for a kitchen. And remember, guys, it's the women who make the decisions mainly on buying a home. When they walk into their domain, the kitchen, if it looks nice, it's been refaced and it looks updated, that's going to make a much better impression. The kitchen backsplash. Tiles, little ceramic tiles, 4-inch tiles, are actually really inexpensive, easy to put on, or if you have to hire a handyman, but to maybe put a nice backsplash in the kitchen. And while I'm here, make sure that the kitchen and the counters and everything are absolutely cleaned off. Just nothing in there. Make it really neat and clean. And even if you have to put stuff inside the dishwasher, if you have a showing, make sure everything is off the countertops, neat and clean. Think about upgrading the interior lighting. LED lights these days are fantastic. The prices of them will come way down, but putting them in, one, they give a nice, bright, better light, and two, they're really inexpensive to run. Take out one bulb and it's like 25% of the cost for electricity to actually run them. If it's really bad, nobody's really buying much carpeting these days. So if you can, think about replacing, if you have carpeting or really old something or other, think about replacing that. If you have old Hardwood floors, don't replace them. Maybe even consider refinishing them. Hardwood floors are in these days. Depending on how bad they are, if you have kitchen countertops from the 1970s, you might want to consider replacing those. You don't have to go with marble or granite or whatever. The newer countertops are quite lovely. You can get them in all sorts of styles and shapes and combinations, but consider, again, refreshing the kitchen. Consider replacing those. And that's about it for now. Those are the things that will either make your property more saleable or more valuable, but certainly give your home a better impression when people walk through. Rick Rose, Keller Williams in Windsor. We'll talk to you soon.